I am here today to show the United Kingdom's steadfast support for Ukraine. I'm very impressed that despite the Russian aggression towards Ukraine, that life here in Kyiv goes on. And I am impressed by the level of stoicism, both from the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian government. We admire your fortitude in the face of Russian aggression, and we stand with you in defence of your right to determine your own future. We're very proud, as the United Kingdom, to be at the forefront of support for Ukraine. We've provided defensive weapons, and we've trained 22,000 members of the Ukrainian army. And when the Prime Minister visited Kyiv earlier this month, he announced we're providing 88 million to support Ukraine's democracy and energy independence. Today, I can announce the next component of our support, increasing our funding for these projects to a value of £100 million. I'm also proud, together with Dmytro, to be launching our new trilateral partnership with Poland and Ukraine. We will intensify work on defence and security, sanctions, energy security and countering disinformation. And this demonstrates that the United Kingdom is willing and ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with allies across Eastern and Central Europe. Russia must think again. Despite their claims, Russia's military build-up shows no signs of slowing. There is currently no evidence that their forces are withdrawing, and we need Russia to step back from the brink. They must take the path of diplomacy. Last week, I delivered a strong message to Sergei Lavrov in Moscow. I told him directly that Russia must respect Ukraine's sovereignty and engage in meaningful talks. If they do not choose the path that we have laid out, I made it clear the price that Russia would pay. We are ready with our allies to impose severe costs on Russia. There would be severe economic costs through an unprecedented package of coordinated sanctions. The United States have been clear that Nord Stream 2 would not go ahead, and Russia would risk creating a prolonged and drawn-out war with a terrible toll which would be borne by the Russian people. Russia would confirm its status as an international pariah. Instead, I urge the Kremlin once again to de-escalate and to choose diplomacy. In the Revolution of Dignity, the Ukrainian people were clear about the future they want. They chose freedom. And we will show the free world is prepared to stand up and support you in that choice. Together, we can turn the tide on Russian aggression, and we can build a more secure future for all of us right across Europe. Thank you.
And the first one goes to Deborah Things from Sky News.
Thank you very much. Foreign Secretary, you've warned that Russia could draw out this crisis with Ukraine for months. Yet today we've seen a spike in violence in the east and concerns about the potential for escalation. In your opinion, do you think it's more likely that there is going to be an imminent offensive by Russia, or that we're facing a prolonged stalemate?
Well, there is, of course, a significant chance that there could be offensive action by Russia. If not, why are there 100,000 troops on the border with Ukraine? But Russia can still take the path of diplomacy. They can de-escalate, they can move their troops away from the border. And I believe that's in the interests of European security, but it's also in Russia's interests.